Welcome. Today I want to show you the newest addition to my vintage lens set, the Canon FD 17mm f4. The lens was introduced in 1973. It's a full-frame lens and it covers a field of view of 104 degrees. The lens has 6 aperture blades, with the widest aperture being f4 and the smallest f22. The minimum focusing distance is 10.8 inches. The lens has focus marks for both metric and standard, and 72mm front thread for filters. This lens is a breech lock mount, which means you have to use this silver ring to lock the lens to the camera. So now, let's get to the footage. After shooting for a few days, I could tell that this was going to be one of my favorite wide lenses. The lens is able to catch some incredible landscapes when matched with a full-frame sensor. The minimum focus distance allows to get some interesting shots. The lens flares very easily, but in my personal opinion, it just adds more character to the lens. The only thing that I notice about the lens is if you're using a variable ND filter on the front of the lens, that's going to be a problem. As you can see, when you rack focus, the variable ND works as a polarizer filter. This happens because the entire front element rotates with the focusing ring. Unlike any other FD lenses, like the 28mm 2.8, where the front element stays in place as the focus ring rotates. The reason is because when rotating a variable ND, it works as a circular polarizer. A quick solution is to attach a fixed ND filter instead of a variable ND. This will correct the problem and you'll be able to rack focus. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'll be happy to read and answer all your questions. Thanks for watching.